You've been lied to about confidence. It's not something you're born with, it's something you build. And if you don't have it, life can feel like you're always falling short. But today, I'm going to show you how to build unstoppable confidence, even if you feel like you've never had it. If you've ever walked into a room and felt like you didn't belong, or if you've ever doubted yourself before a big moment, you know exactly how important confidence is. But here's the thing, confidence isn't some magical trait reserved for the lucky few. It's a skill that anyone can develop, including you. In this video, I'm going to break down how you can build unshakable confidence step by step, and by the end, you'll have the tools to stop doubting yourself and start showing up as the boldest version of you. Let's dive in. Most people think confidence is either something you're born with or something you'll magically gain once you achieve certain goals, whether it's a promotion, hitting a fitness target, or getting that dream job. But this is where we're all mistaken. The truth is, waiting for external success to bring you confidence is a losing game. Think about it. How many times have you said to yourself, I'll feel more confident when I lose 10 pounds? Or once I get that promotion, I'll finally feel like I deserve to be here. But the problem is, even when you hit those milestones, that sense of doubt and insecurity doesn't just vanish. Instead, you find yourself chasing the next goal, hoping that it will give you the confidence boost you need. The real problem? You're trying to earn confidence through external validation, when true, lasting confidence can only come from within. So, if you've been feeling like you don't measure up, like you're not capable, or like others are just naturally more confident than you, it's time to flip the script. So, how do we start building this unstoppable confidence? Let's break it down into 5 key steps. These aren't quick fixes or magic solutions, but they're proven strategies that work if you put them into practice consistently. Step 1. Shift your mindset from fixed to growth. Most of us operate with a fixed mindset when it comes to confidence. We believe that we're either born with confidence or we're not, and that our abilities are set in stone. But that's not how it works. Confidence is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can be built and strengthened over time. A growth mindset, coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, means believing that your abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and practice. This is the key to building confidence. Instead of thinking, I'll never be good at this, you start to think, I'm not great at this yet, but I can get better. Every small win, every step forward, reinforces that you're capable of growth, and that's where true confidence comes from. Step 2. Take action, even when you're scared. One of the biggest misconceptions about confidence is that it's something you need to have before you take action. In reality, confidence comes from action. It's a byproduct of doing things that scare you, of stepping outside your comfort zone, and realizing that you're capable of more than you think. Here's the thing, fear is always going to be there. Confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means taking action despite the fear. When you step up and take on challenges, even when you feel unqualified or unready, you start to realize that you're stronger than your insecurities. Over time, this builds an unshakable sense of self-belief. Let me give you an example. Think about public speaking. For most people, it's terrifying, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, right? You realize that you can survive the nerves, you can deliver your message, and with practice, you even get good at it. Confidence is the result of consistently pushing yourself into discomfort. Step 3. Reframe failure as feedback. One of the biggest confidence killers is the fear of failure. We're so scared of messing up, of looking stupid, or of falling short that we don't even try. But here's the reality. Failure is inevitable. And not only is it inevitable, it's necessary. The most confident people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who learn from their failures. They don't see mistakes as a reflection of their worth. They see them as opportunities to grow. When you stop avoiding failure and start embracing it as part of the learning process, you remove a huge barrier to building confidence. You start to believe, okay, even if I fail, I'll learn something, and I'll be better for it next time. This reframing changes everything. Instead of letting failure crush your confidence, you start to use it as fuel to get better. Over time, you realize that no failure is final, and that's when real confidence starts to take root. Step 4. Build self-trust through small wins. Confidence is deeply tied to self-trust. It's the belief that when you set out to do something, you're going to follow through. But here's the catch. If you constantly break promises to yourself, whether it's skipping the gym, procrastinating on important tasks, or giving up on your goals, you're weakening that self-trust. So, how do you build it? Start small. Set small, manageable goals and follow through on them. If you tell yourself you're going to wake up at 7 a.m., do it. If you say you'll spend 10 minutes reading every night, stick to it. Each small win reinforces the belief that you can trust yourself to take action, and that self-trust is the foundation of confidence. Over time, these small wins add up, and before you know it, you'll be setting bigger goals and crushing them, simply because you've built that habit of showing up for yourself. Step 5. Surround yourself with confidence builders. The people you surround yourself with have a massive impact on your confidence. If you're constantly around people who tear you down, criticize you, or feed into your insecurities, it's going to be incredibly hard to feel confident. On the other hand, if you're around people who lift you up, encourage encourage you and believe in you, you'll start to internalize those positive messages. So take a look at the people in your life. Are they helping you build confidence, or are they holding you back? It might be time to distance yourself from toxic relationships and instead seek out mentors, friends, or communities that support your growth and push you to be your best self. Here's the most important thing to remember. Confidence is not a finish line you cross. It's a continuous journey of growth, action, and self-trust. It's built over time with every small step you take outside your comfort zone, with every failure you turn into feedback, and with every promise you keep to yourself. If you're waiting for the day when you'll finally feel confident, stop waiting. Confidence isn't a destination, it's a practice, and that practice starts now. So let's recap. Confidence is not some magical trait. It's something you build. Shift your mindset to growth, take action despite fear, embrace failure as feedback, build self-trust through small wins, and surround yourself with people who lift you up. If you commit to these steps, you'll start seeing a shift in how you show up, not just in specific moments, but in how you approach your entire life. Remember, confidence is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time and effort to develop, but the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. So start today, start now. You're capable of more than you think. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos like this one.